Happy Monday!
And happy Monday. A little bit of different start to the week. We had no snow. Now we see that snow back on the ground there.
Yeah, we do. We have Madison here though, so she's joining us for one more day.
Yep.
Brenda Kinney will be back Tuesday through the end of the week. So we'll be back to regularly scheduled business. Madison will be back doing her live shots, but I will be here too. So you'll have me all week.
You'll have us all. Morning crew will be back. So.
Yes. Yeah, we'll be in full force, except for Gibb. So if you're going to say hi to Gibb, Gibb is out this week.
Save it for a week.
Yeah, save it for a week. We have Mr. Adam in the back, and he's saying hello, everyone, from Adam. So we appreciate him switching his schedule for us. He's used to doing the weekend evenings, and then he'll help us during the day in the content center. So we're happy he's on the bright side, if you will.
Yes.
Or dark side, depending.
Yes. It might not be bright this morning, but yes.
No. Yeah. Sun should be up by now. But yeah, we're waking up to that snow this morning, and Madison and I drove in a few hours before this started, but you can see visibility on the bridge, not good.
Yeah.
So if you are heading out the door, I do know we have a lot of kids who are already in spring break, but there were schools closed this morning that did have school this week. And then a lot of Meals on Wheels closed today too because of the weather. So take it slow if you're heading out the door. Any other comments, concerns before we get started, Miss Madison?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Alrighty, so you can see that live look on the bridge. We'll start there, but we'll read the weather quiz first. So on this day in 2014, Kalkaska set its new record for the coldest high temperature. What was it? Did it only reach 20 degrees? Did it only reach 24, or did it reach 31? And we'll have the answer coming up. And this is look at our temperatures, and this tells the story. Our center of low pressure is in the northern lower peninsula right now. And so the cooler side of the system is in the eastern UP. That's why we are seeing those 20s. But down the northern lower, a lot of 30s. Traverse City sit consistently at 35 degrees today, this morning. And so that's why we're seeing that wetter, slushy snow. We call this snow the heart attack snow because if you do try to shovel it, it's going to be hard to move. So take it easy if you do need to shovel the driveway, because we're going to see more snow even later today. So if you're hoping to hold off on it, you might want to try to get some of that out of the way before another round of accumulating wet snow continues. So you can see where our center of low pressure is, where our snow is wrapping around the system counterclockwise. And you could see more of that snow in the eastern UP and then closer to the shoreline of Lake Michigan and then into our southern counties. So even through West Michigan, that's where we're seeing that snow all the way into Kalamazoo. And then all that snow will wrap around that low pressure system. We'll see more snow. So we have winter weather advisories in place. The one in the eastern UP is in Luce County. The one down the northern lower is starting in Antrim, goes into Kalkaska, into Wexford and Missaukee, Grand Traverse, Benzie, Manistee, Mason, Oceana, Lake counties, and even into Mecosta. So that's where we are seeing, we are expecting the higher snowfall totals to be highlighted in those purple colors, all of which will expire at a different time today. So that's why we're not showing you that. But we do have the windshield scraping forecast. If you are heading out the door, you still need to go off to work today. Give yourself 1 to 2 minutes extra. 5 to 10 minutes wouldn't be a bad idea either, because it is that wet, slushy snow accumulating on top of your windshield. I know when I left this morning, I still had about 3 inches of snow, and that was at around 2 a.m. So give yourself some extra time this morning. But the rest of the day, it's going to be pretty snowy. Stormcast kind of over predicting some of the snow right now on the east side, but that low pressure system is expected to move off to the east and go over to Lake Huron closer to mid-morning, early afternoon. You can see our winds will be more of a westerly wind, then shifting more northwesterly once that passes. So by the evening, it's going to kick up some lake effect snow. Then we're going to see that snow throughout the late evening hours. Overnight, some of us could see a brief lull in the snowfall. And if you are heading out the door tomorrow, it will be another slick start to the morning. We're going to see lake effects setting up in the eastern UP first and into the tip of the mitt, and then it's going to really mainly impact the northeastern side. Tomorrow, west of I-75, we'll see more scattered lake effect snow chances there. And then that's a look at the afternoon. Some of that snow will wind down. Late evening, we'll start to see it coming to an end. a few early snow showers into Wednesday, but I think all of our snow chances will end by very early Wednesday morning. This is a look at how much snow will fall. So you can see the snow belt's mainly impacted by those higher snowfall totals. So 2 inches in Boyne Falls, Bel Air, Gaylord, about 4 inches. Inland from Gaylord, so on the edge of Antrim County and into Charlevoix and Otsego, that bullseye of darker blue, we could see 4+ inches. And then eastern UP, we're talking 1 to 4 inches there too. And then a few additional inches of snow throughout Tuesday with that lake effect. So you can see Boyne Falls might pick up an additional inch or so, about 2 in Alpena when it's all said and done, 2 to 3 in Rogers City, and then Sheboygan, maybe 3 or 4 inches of snow. And the winds will pick up with this low pressure system too today, so it's going to feel a bit blustery. You see winds mainly out of the north to start out in the eastern UP, but more of a westerly wind south of the bridge because it's wrapping around that low pressure system. Then it's going to mainly shift northwesterly by tonight. So you can see closer to 5 o'clock, we'll see 20s and 30s for wind gusts, and then still around the 20s and low 30s later tonight. Overnight, winds will start to die down in spots, but the northern lower, some gusts could still be in the 20s. Here's a look at our 4-zone forecast highs. 30s in the eastern UP, most of us above freezing today. That's why we're expecting wet snow showers. South of the bridge, 34 in Gaylord and Petoskey, 35 in Sheboygan with wet snow showers, 37 in Alpena, 37 in Elk Rapids as well. If you're in Boyne City, 36 with wet snow showers. And you can see westerly wind then shifting more northwesterly. 38 in Manistee. Here's a look at our lows tonight. So we'll see scattered snow in the eastern UP. Lows only reaching the 20s tonight. More of that northwesterly wind. 28 in Sheboygan and Rogers City, scattered snow, switching over to that lake effect. 29 in Traverse City, 30 in Frankfort. Snow showers west of I-75 tonight. 27 in Manistee and Roscommon and Houghton Lake. That's a look at our extended forecast. So we'll see snow today, scattered lake effect tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Thursday, we'll see a brief break from the snow. It looks like we'll see another low pressure system moving in Friday with mixed showers later in the day. It's going to be warmer into the weekend, but we're looking at mixed showers around 2, maybe even more rain, especially in the northern lower by Sunday. All right, every morning, if we have a pair of shoes from Rolling Shoes, we try to show you. So this morning, we have a fun pair of sandals. I know it's not sandal weather. I know it. But we are inside the warm studio this morning. So we have a cute pair of some olive sandals with 2 straps, both Velcro. And these have been very comfortable. I've been wearing them a little bit this morning.
Very cute.
Yeah. Grabbing this because my nose is now running.
Running
Please
from you.
forgive me. I'm catching it.
We got about almost 50 friends waking up with us this morning.
Okay.
So we have Paul says good morning from Rogers City. Chris saying good morning from East Lansing. Gail says good morning. 30 degrees, but it feels like 17 in Kingsley. And then Paul's also saying hi to the director and producer. Jackie saying good morning on this snowy day, 30 degrees in Kalkaska. Susan Lashton says morning again. It is snowy and 31 here in Kalkaska. Nancy saying good morning from East Jordan where it's 32. Joel saying good morning from Pleasanton Patriots Pub, 31 degrees and it's snowing. Got 3 inches so far. Guess I may be as well go for a snowmobile ride, seeing someone keeps shaking the snow globe. Yeah, it seems to be like that.
I keep shaking the snow globe. I'm sorry. I will take accountability for this weather.
I know, it goes away and then it comes back.
But I will also take accountability for the sunshine in the middle of the week. So looks like Wednesday, more sunshine?
Yeah.
I hope. That's what the models are showing.
At least if it's 1 day a week, that's all we need sometimes.
We need something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he said, glad I cut a load of firewood yesterday before the snow came back.
Yes. We told you, Joel, do it before another round comes in.
It sounds nice, a fire right now. Wish we had a little fireplace.
A wood fire is
Yes.
just so different from
I
this.
know.
Yeah.
And I think like a couple weekends ago, we were like, oh, we should have like a bonfire outside, and now look at us. We
know.
can't.
I know, it's like, yeah, we were saying, I think it was actually, maybe more than a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We were like, we should just grab a few drinks, hang outside.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty comfortable.
Yes.
And not snowing.
Yeah.
Now it is.
Now we got to reschedule that.
Yeah.
For a later date.
You know what, though? spring is here.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll just gradually warm up, and the
And it'll
snow
stay.
also leaves with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Robert says good morning from snowy Indian River. And then we've got some answer. Joel's just guessing 20 degrees for the quiz.
Okay.
Tom says good morning, Heather and Madison. He's got a little song for us. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And we have no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, it snow.
That's true.
Yes.
It was a perfect weekend to stay inside. I did a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
Listening to my audiobook, did some spring cleaning. Madison,
Yes,
I
you can do
cleaned my
that.
closet this weekend.
Good. Good.
Yeah. It needed to happen because I also need to know what I have so I can pack soon.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That's the thing
You
is
know what's going on.
I've been telling every time I go out on like my interviews for like my live shots, I'm always like, I don't know what to wear because I'm
Yeah.
in this weird funk where it's like not sweater season, but it still is because of the temperatures.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't like pull out all my spring stuff yet because it's shorts and tank tops, so that's not appropriate. I'm like, I don't have that in
I know. It
between
needs
right
to
now.
Be, I have the spring, like the 3/4 sleeves still
Yeah.
in the closet, which I keep there for even summer. It gets cold.
Yeah.
And then the spring sweaters too, because you need those.
I know.
Yeah.
And then everything in the stores right now, everyone's either on vacation or planning a vacation, so everything's just warm
It's
weather
more warm
related.
weather. I know. I was looking at stuff. I'm like, what's new for spring? And it's like 2-piece sets. and,
Yeah,
like,
I can't
skirts.
wear anything
I'm like,
yet.
I'm not doing a skirt. There's no way.
Not yet.
Jeans only.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Joel's saying go blue. Yeah, they did win
Yes,
this weekend.
we were talking before the show started. Madison and I were like, we would be so excited to see
Yes.
Michigan and Michigan State if they both make it.
Yes.
Because it would be a fun matchup. It would bust a lot of brackets. We understand that. But it would be so fun
I would love
for
to see
Michigan.
it. Yes.
Yeah. The whole
And
state.
state.
The whole state. But Madison is a Michigan State
Yeah,
fan.
I'm
She
an
went
alum,
to MSU.
So, yes.
And I'm indifferent. I like both. Just
My
depends
family's
on the...
divided though, so I understand both sides.
Okay. I usually root Michigan, but I also love Michigan State because I'm not partial to either.
I mean,
I didn't go
okay,
to
if
any
one
of
goes
them.
farther than the other, I'm ruined.
Yeah,
We got to
Michigan or
represent the
bust.
state. So,
Yeah.
Christine says, "Good morning. We received about 4 inches of snow, and it's 32 out in I don't know how to say this. Aqueduct.
Akiak?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
It's on the east side. It's
Okay.
Akiak. Yeah. It's Costa Presqu'île County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave says, "Good morning from Estero, Florida, where it's 80 degrees today. I'm spoiled here.
Yeah,
glad
you
to get
are.
home in Michigan soon." And his guess is 20. Yes, I'm jealous of anyone that's in Florida right now or on vacation somewhere
know.
warm.
Or even
Especially
maybe
this
not in
time.
Florida, but other warm locations.
Especially like
Still
this time of
jealous.
year, I feel like obviously everyone's going on vacation, but we're getting the snow and it's supposed to be springtime and it's the best time to leave.
I know, but you know, I have skied on spring break back home. My
Yeah.
sister, my family, they were skiing yesterday
Oh.
because there was several inches of new snow. They're talking possibility of avalanches there
Oh, wow.
today. So that's how much snow has fallen. A lot of loose snow, but they went skiing yesterday.
Well, as
And I was
long
like,
as you can utilize it, you know, while it's here.
yeah,
So,
yeah. But our ski resorts now, I've seen it. People are skiing still. It's still open, but there's a lot of brown showing and a lot of ice.
yeah.
So I just don't like skiing during
Yeah.
icy season because it's hard
like
to
the
stop.
in between, yeah.
Yeah.
Barbara's asking when the snow is going to end, and I think we all are asking that.
Yeah. I want to actually, I didn't take a close look this morning. I looked the other day, but let's just pull up. Okay, so the next 8 to 14 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. We have better news because we should be trending above average for highs, which means warmer. So hopefully not snow.
Okay.
But it does look like we're also trending above normal for precip, which we need. We're in drought conditions right now. So, I mean, ideally, we start to see that polar jet move further north. We're already seeing that. But if we get on the colder side of system snow, like today, we could still see snow. But I think we're getting out of the woods still. So this is from March 31st through April 6th. We should be above normal for highs. Okay?
Sounds good.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll stay tuned with that information.
I'll keep a close eye because I know all of you are too.
Susan Lash Sims is guessing 20. Mark is saying 31 degrees in Houghton Lake. Snowed 3 inches last night probably. And then have a great day.
You too.
He'll be also heading back to Florida, it looks like, Tuesday.
Yeah, he's been just dog sitting 3 dogs in Houghton Lake.
Oh.
And then he's going to go back to Florida, he said.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We need to join you.
But I was like, it snowed right when he got here, I think, or like the next day. And I was like, you've been saying, oh, 70s in Florida. Now you're living what we're living, right?
Alice says good morning on this snowy morning. It's 31 in Alpena and snowing again. She said you girls do a great job. Thanks, Alice.
Hopefully you enjoyed your birthday weekend.
Yeah.
It was Alice's birthday weekend. Yeah.
And then Joel saying, I hope this snow makes the sap run. It's been a slow season.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. The maple, maybe I'll do the maple syrup forecast tomorrow, but it's still gonna be good for maple syrup because we're still gonna see those lows well below freezing at night, and then we're gonna be thawing during the day with warmer temperatures. So the sap should still be flowing at least through the end of the week. I was looking at that, and then this morning happened and I totally forgot. But yeah, most of our lows still, even into Friday. Friday could be in some spots maybe a little bit more difficult, but yeah, it looks like it'll still be good for sap flow.
Gail's guessing at 24. Mark says 20. Thomas says good morning, 29 in snow, about 5 inches here on Beauce Blanc Island.
Bois Blanc Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
No, and that's okay. You're learning
I'm learning
the
because
DMA.
I don't know.
So, do you know where Bois Blanc Island is?
It sounds familiar, but no.
Okay, so it's north of Sheboygan.
Okay.
So you have to take a ferry, or Thomas says they'll fly when the weather is better.
Got it. Okay.
But this is Bois Blanc Island, so it's south and east of Mackinac Island. It's actually bigger than Mackinac Island, but Bois Blanc Island has a smaller, more seasonal population, and Thomas likes to go to and from there in Ionia. So we do like our reports from Bois Blanc Island.
That's awesome.
It's fun.
I know.
Yeah.
I wish I could go up there in the mornings, but it's a little too much of a stretch to do early.
Also, the thing is too, like, you could go there.
I could.
But I don't know how the cell reception is because I've been to Sheboygan and the cell reception for me there hasn't been great.
Yeah.
And we need cell reception for our live view to send the signal back to us.
And also like listen to time cues, producer, all that good stuff.
Yes,
so.
and also you have to call in to the IFB to hear Sarah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
As
Thomas,
much as I
let
would
us
love,
know how the cell reception is.
Yeah.
I'm curious because I don't think, I mean, it's a little more spotty there, obviously. But you've gotten a signal on Mackinac Island, so maybe because it's close to Mackinac Island. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of depends, but
yeah.
I'm always willing.
You know what? Maybe you can make Bois Blanc Island your goal if there's something going on there.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
If there's a cool story,
yeah.
I'd love to pay a visit for sure.
And I think they take the ferry from St. Ignace, so you don't need to take the bridge.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know.
Or you would have to take the bridge, sorry.
Right, yep. Oh, Nathan is tuning in. He said,
I told him to. Snow day.
He said, good morning, boy. Oh, I hope you're enjoying your day off.
I'm sure he is. Best news on a Monday.
Yeah.
No need for Sunday scaries.
No.
No.
Long weekend for you.
Yeah,
for
right.
You, boy.
Must be nice, huh?
Oh, Jackie's guessing 20. Joel saying, and a year ago yesterday, we got 3 inches of snow. So, he's keeping track on history here.
He is, yep. We can count on him.
Valerie says good morning, and she loves the sandals.
Thank you.
And then Thomas is saying 20. Karen saying good morning from Waterford. Oh, we got a special guest tuning in today, all the way from Hawaii.
We have Gib? Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the weather, Gib? I haven't even
I know,
looked.
we need to know the weather. It said it's 2 a.m. in Hawaii.
Wow. So you are just usually getting started.
Yeah,
for the day.
he's just on his normal schedule. I told him.
Yeah, normal.
I said, you better go back to like a regular schedule when you're there. Please do not wake up at 2 a.m.
Now he is with the time change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know how warm it is there.
Yeah.
And send us pictures where
Yes,
we're
we
waiting.
want to know what it's
I know
like.
it's 2 a.m., but
Yeah,
once
you
that
probably
sun,
can't see much.
Yeah, once that sun comes up, I want to see what's going on. But other than that, we're all caught up on everybody.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so on this day in 2014, Kalkaska set its new record for coldest high temperature. What was it?
Do you want me to guess?
What'd you think?
I guessed
Tell 'em.
24.
She guessed 24.
And
It was close, but not quite. 20 degrees is the answer. And weather quiz standings, so that was the old one with Director Gibb. So the only person who got it right this morning was Sarah. And so everyone is 0 for 1. Just ignore the weather quiz standings. And Larry was our Facebook Live viewer on this Monday morning. He answered first. We had a lot of people tuning in, though,
we
this
did.
morning.
Yep.
Probably wanting to know the winter that is still
Just
here.
what's going on right
Yeah.
there.
Mother Nature not getting the memo. So, Miss Madison, we
Yes.
will all still be doing the TV thing tomorrow.
We will.
Madison will be
We'll
back,
be back
in, the
en
field.
route, yeah.
Yes. Brendan will be back here in the studio, back in Northern Michigan, and then we will be live 4:30 to 7. So we'll start the show, Fun, Friendship, and Forecasting, 4:30 Club, bright and early. Join us. And then Madison joins us now at 6 a.m., so
Yeah.
6:15 and 6:45 usually. Those times are typically when she's live. And what are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah, so we are continuing once again our robotics features. I'm kind of wrapping them up. I have a few left.
Because they're competing right now.
So I am wrapping them up because they are starting to, get ahead more into hitting championship levels, states, all that. And I just wanted to get them before they get, too far in advance where they're traveling all over the place. So we'll be going to Mason County and we'll be previewing what they have there at the high school. So.
That's where I did that 700 kid career fair about a year ago.
Is it the Mason
County Central High or Central
think it's-
Schools or whatever?
It's Mason County Eastern. Yeah.
Oh,
Eastern
I don't think it was
Central.
that.
Maybe it's Eastern Central. I know it's like Mason County Eastern something. I could be wrong.
maybe not, because I was closer to the west side.
Because I didn't know, I had to look up where it was because I didn't know.
Because I
How
was
close it
closer
was
to like
to-
Scottville.
Okay.
Do you know where you were?
It's in Custer.
Oh, yeah, that's probably the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't familiar with the area, so I had to do some little digging and research.
Well,
So,
if
yeah.
it's familiar, I will recognize it, that's for sure.
Okay.
All right, anything else? Any other comments from our friends?
Let's see.
I know they hold themselves accountable.
Yes,
which
they
is
are
great.
doing that right now.
Okay.
Kathy says, hey, Gib, enjoy your vacation. And then Gib says, it's warm, 80 degrees. Well, I think that's hot. That's not warm.
Yeah. Warm at Gib is like 70.
Yeah.
Hot,
Warm was like
It's
when we
like
had that
80.
60, 70 degree day and we were like, this is warm.
yeah.
You're in
You're
hot
territory.
conditions.
Yeah.
Oh, and
It's
then,
burning up down there.
oh,
the Pacific.
Thomas is following up on the cell service.
Okay. Okay.
So he says that it's great on most of the island. So
Perfect.
maybe I'll have to fly out there, take the ferry.
Yeah.
We'll figure out some sort of transportation.
Yeah. Maybe someone could fly you out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we have Maxine tuning in from, oh, I don't know this one either. Galanic.
Oh, Algonac.
Okay, see?
Yeah.
I'm learning all different places
Yeah, that's
today.
downstate.
Okay.
That's closer to Brendan's territory.
Okay.
Where he grew up.
And then she says, no snow, rain, etc. Oh, and Gib's saying it's muggy. Well, I bet it is. It's
Well,
probably
yeah, you're
very
in the
humid
literal
there.
ocean, bro. You're in the Pacific.
Just let us know how it's going there. And I mean, I've never been there, so.
I haven't been there. I want to. It was
I do
supposed to be my
eventually.
graduation trip, so I'm still hoping eventually
Hey.
I'll go.
Maybe it'll keep on running. Eventually, you'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it
would
was
love
like
to.
COVID when I graduated, so they weren't even letting people fly on the island. Then if
Yep.
you did, they were quarantining you. So I'm like, let's just like not deal with that
Yeah.
yet. Now it's better, but
Yeah.
I'll have to take notes from Gibb's trip.
Yeah. Gib, tell Heather how it goes, and then she
You
can
tell me what
plan.
to do, and then I'll plan my trip per Gibb's suggestion.
He says that he's not used to the time there. I wouldn't think you would be.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
But get some sleep, relax, have
Relax.
fun.
Get
all
your
that good
tan
stuff.
on.
Yes.
Yeah. And hang out with your wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think
We're
so.
good. All right, everyone. Have a good Monday. We're back here tomorrow morning. We will see you then.
Bye.
Bye.